If you have ever paid for a 5-star hotel, this video is going to cost you sleep. Not because of what I am about to tell you, because of what you already paid before you knew it. The luxury hotel industry runs on a single assumption, that you will never question what a 5-star rating actually means. That you will see marble floors in the lobby photos, read the word curated in the description, and hand over $4, $5, sometimes $800 a night without ever asking one question. What am I actually paying for? I audit luxury hotels for a living. I walk in with a checklist that the industry does not want you to know exists. And what I have found across property after property is the same brutal pattern. The presentation is engineered. The pricing is psychological. And the gap between what it costs them and what they charge you is obscene. Today we are exposing 5 hotel chains that are robbing guests blind and naming 5 that actually earn every dollar. Let's get into it. Before we start, understand the system you are playing against. A luxury hotel's cost to deliver your room on any given night. Housekeeping, linen, amenities, energy, staffing, averages between $80 and $150 per occupied room, depending on the market. That is the real number, the one their finance teams work from. The rest of what you pay, that is brand tax, logo premium, the cost of a chandelier in a lobby you walk through once. You are not paying for your experience, you are paying for their image. Here are the brands that have turned that gap into an art form. Number 5, W Hotels. W Hotels charges between $350 and $600 per night across most of its city properties on the promise of whatever whenever service and a design-forward experience that justifies the premium. Here is what the audit finds every single time. The rooms average 280 to 320 square feet in most urban locations, smaller than a mid-range Marriott Courtyard in the same city. The bedding is standard Marriott group linen sourced from the same supply chain as properties charging half the price. The signature W pillow menu, it is a marketing document. The pillows are polyester-filled, standard hospitality grade. The design is real, the lighting is moody, the lobby music is loud, but design is not service, and atmosphere is not value. When I audited a W property and checked the actual in-room amenities against their stated inclusions, 3 of 7 listed items were either missing or substituted. No acknowledgement, no adjustment. W Hotels is not selling you a stay, they are selling you a vibe. And a vibe at $500 a night is one of the most expensive things you will ever buy that disappears the moment you check out. Number 4, Curio Collection by Hilton. Curio Collection is Hilton's answer to the boutique hotel movement, and it is perhaps the most misleading concept in the luxury hospitality space right now. The pitch is that each Curio property is independently unique, hand-picked, character-driven, one of a kind. The reality is a franchise model where any developer can buy into the Curio brand, slap the collection badge on their property, and immediately command luxury tier pricing. I have audited Curio properties where the previous brand was a mid-scale Holiday Inn affiliate. Same building, same bones, same ventilation issues, new logo, new rate, $100 to $180 higher per night overnight. The brand standards Hilton enforces on Curio are among the loosest in their entire portfolio. Individual owners control most of the product decisions. What you get is wildly inconsistent because you are not buying a Curio experience. You are buying whoever owns that building's interpretation of one. When you book Curio, you are paying boutique hotel prices for a franchise flag that Hilton uses to capture the market segment without having to guarantee the product. You are funding the concept, not the execution. Number 3, Autograph Collection by Marriott. Same playbook, different parent company. Autograph Collection is Marriott's independently spirited portfolio. 200+ hotels that are supposed to represent the best of local culture and design. The tagline is exactly like nothing else. What the audit reveals is that exactly like nothing else often means exactly like a rebranded Sheraton with exposed brick added to the lobby. Autograph Collection has the same franchise flexibility problem as Curio. Marriott's brand standards for the collection allow individual owners enormous latitude on product quality, staffing ratios, and amenity delivery. The result is that 2 Autograph Collection hotels in the same city can have a 40% difference in actual service quality while charging identical rates. I audited one Autograph property that listed a rooftop bar as a key amenity on every booking platform. The rooftop bar was closed for renovation. It had been closed for 4 months. The listing had not been updated. The rate had not been adjusted. Guests were paying the full amenity-inclusive price for an amenity that did not exist. This is not an accident. This is the model. The brand collects the licensing fee, the owner collects the rate, and the guest pays for something that exists only in the photography. Number 2, Tapestry Collection by Hilton. If Curio Collection is Hilton's boutique play for the upper upscale segment, Tapestry Collection is the same concept diluted further into the upscale tier, and it might be the most cynical product in modern hospitality branding. Tapestry was launched in 2017 explicitly as a soft brand, a collection designed to give independent hoteliers access to Hilton's distribution system in exchange for brand standards so minimal they barely constitute standards at all. The audit numbers are stark. Tapestry properties average a $40 to $90 per night premium over comparable unbranded independent hotels in the same markets. That premium buys you Hilton Honors points and the psychological comfort of a recognizable parent brand. It does not buy you consistent minimums. It does not buy you staffing standards. It does not buy you a guaranteed experience, because Tapestry's brand promise is essentially we believe in the power of the independent spirit, which translated from marketing language means we are not responsible for what you actually find. You are paying a Hilton premium for a product Hilton does not control. That is not a collection. That is a distribution deal dressed up as a lifestyle brand. Number 1, any hotel charging resort fees. This is not a single brand. This is an industry-wide robbery that deserves its own category. Resort fees, also called destination fees, amenity fees, or facility fees, depending on how creative the legal team is, are mandatory daily charges added to your room rate after you have already committed to booking. They range from $25 to $95 per night across luxury properties in Las Vegas, Miami, New York, and Hawaii. Here is what resort fees actually fund, according to property disclosures I have pulled. Pool access you already assumed was included, Wi-Fi that has been free at budget hotels since 2015, a welcome drink voucher worth $4 at cost, and a fitness center that sits empty 80% of the day. The average resort fee adds $45 per night to your bill. On a 4-night stay that is $180 extracted from you after the decision to book was already made. That is not a fee. That is a psychological trap built on the fact that humans hate abandoning a purchase they have already emotionally committed to. The luxury brands charging resort fees on top of $500 per night room rates are not offering more. They are simply hiding the real price until it is too late for you to leave. Now here are 5 that actually earn it. Aman Resorts, no resort fees, no upsell culture, staff-to-guest ratios that average 1-to-1. The audit checklist clears on every category every single time. You pay more upfront and get exactly what the price promises. 4 Seasons, consistent brand standards enforced globally. When I audit a 4 Seasons in 3 different countries, the linen thread count, the staffing ratios, the turned-on service, all hit within the same tolerance band. That consistency is what a luxury brand actually owes you. Rosewood Hotels, smaller portfolio, tighter control. Every property is individually managed to a standard the ownership group personally enforces. The audit finds genuine local integration, not a lobby mural and a cocktail named after a local river, but actual product sourcing, staffing from the community, and design that reflects where you actually are. Belmond, legacy properties with genuine history and architectural investment that cannot be manufactured. You are paying for irreplaceable product, a converted palazzo, a mountain railway, a riverboat. The physical asset justifies the rate in a way no franchise badge ever can. Small luxury hotels of the world, verified independence. When a property earns SLH membership and passes the audit criteria, it represents genuine accountability without a franchise model extracting margin from every transaction. The owner is on the property, the standards are personal, and the price reflects actual cost, not brand tax. Across all 5 brands robbing you, one pattern repeats without exception. The gap between what the hotel delivers and what it charges exists because nobody audits the stay before paying for it. The luxury hotel industry survives on the assumption that you will not do the math, that you will see 5 stars, feel the lobby, and hand over your card without asking a single question. Start asking. Before your next booking, ask what the total rate is including all fees. Ask what amenities are currently operational. Ask what the brand standard actually guarantees versus what the owner decides. You are not a guest. You are a paying auditor who just has not started the inspection yet. Drop in the comments, which hotel chain do you think is the biggest robbery in luxury hospitality right now? I read every one.